some volunteer trip somewhere, and then that's when we kind of disconnected or lost contact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, what made you want to go out to California? Was it
Your
to
mom?
do college or uh? But wait, didn't you
No,
not meet mom until you went to California, or
no, no,
so?
no.
So how did you meet mom?
I went to California to visit Bắc Hoàng, right? And then I came back home to go. Um, Let me see, how's that go? No, 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 no. I went to California over the summer to find a job. You know, I just got like a year and a half into college, and then maybe 2 years in college.
Was this in
Uh,
Michigan?
yeah, yeah. And then I just kind of feel need a break. So I went to California in the summer to find a job. I live with Bak Huang because he moved out here with his aunt. So I went there and tried to find a job. I mean, it looked promising. I got some part-time job. I got some full-time job, but the pay was just not so good. Because I figured electronic is easy to find job, but it's not that easy. So so I went back home, and then just when I finished sign up, uh, I decided to go join the Air Force. I went back and joined the Air Force. So I signed up for the Air Force, right? And during that time, I'm waiting for my enlistment date to start, which is in December. So I came back like around August to Michigan, right? And then I got a job, part-time job, and just working, and waiting for my enlistment to start. My cousin from Virginia, he drove by and stopped by and say hi and asking if I want to go out of California again because he's driving. He's on his way to California to I don't know, open up a restaurant or something. So from August to December, and I was like, oh, I might find some job or something during that time. And he said, if you can't find anything, you don't have money, I'll pay for the airplane ticket to go back so you can join the Air Force. Yeah, okay, nothing to lose. I'm free, so hop on into his car and driving back to California again.
Mm.
So yeah, end up in California, like a couple weeks later. Yeah. So turned
Yeah.
out that his grandpa and grandma live uh, um, next to your mom, in the same apartment. So I knew your mom, my in-law, my back then in-law, uh, from Michigan. They used to live in Michigan, so they move out and live in that same complex, same apartment complex.
Mm.
So I met them, and we I knew them, but I knew like not very well. I just knew that they from Michigan, but I knew your mom's sister more because she's active in the church. She's reading the announcement and all that stuff. So everybody knew know who she is. But your mom is I don't know her. So, but I mean, the story is that's where I met your mom. So
Mhm. So that okay, wait, to backstep a tiny bit. So then you were like 1.5 years into college. Was this all like a community college in Michigan, or?
yeah, it's a community college.
And then what were you trying to study, or just doing like were you
Electronic.
uh
Trying to get a AS degree while getting some class for transfer, because Ferris State, they start to open up like a technology program and campus within the community college, so that way the student doesn't have to go to the main campus. Basically, it's like a remote campus for technologist people. So I want to transfer into that program, but I mean, I just after 2 years, I just I don't know, feel like I'm not going anywhere. So you know,
you got the itchy feet?
yeah, kind of. So it's like, oh yeah, I'll probably decide to go into the Air Force. So uh,
And
went to California, came back, signed up for the Air Force. Basically, that's it. You know.
yeah, so you at first tried to like make it on your own,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
then
it
and
didn't
then
happen. It didn't happen, and I mean, it's California is it's hard to get your foot into the door of any company, because there's saturated with uh, I would say techie, savvy. Um, I mean, a lot of Vietnamese or Asian quick learner. So they um, even though they are not trained, they can still do the job. So it's hard to you know to get into the industry, the electronic industry. So I just feel like I'm not uh, competitive enough. So
yeah, and
I
then
try out for like a couple of months, and then didn't work out, so I went back.
You took all my husband time. And you know what? He haven't eaten his food yet. Look.
we're having fun.
Wow, you didn't talk to me that long. Okay, we're gonna bỏ này đi ăn dinner.
No, then
No, we're gonna eat dinner soon. Oh my lord.
thì cứ để đi ăn tối anh ăn.
um okay, so then yeah, okay, then you went back to Michigan, and then you signed up for the Air Force, and just uh who are you living with when you were waiting to enlist, or to hear?
Bác Hiền, bác Trang with all the kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
see. And then your cousin from Virginia, did you know him back in Vietnam, or?
Yeah. I know. I mean, we are first cousin.
How did you
But
know?
we don't like talk or contact often. Just basically once a year maybe, and then once a year, Happy New Year and that kind of relationship. Yeah. But I went to Virginia. I went a couple years earlier. He asked me to go to Virginia. He opened a sushi restaurant. Basically it's kind of like a Benihana. You cook Japanese style, and he say, I mean, they make good money. So he's want me to learn the trade and basically help him out and and be a chef. So I did. I went there. I went and stayed with him for like 2 weeks. Check out the restaurant and learn some stuff. And I was like, it the hour is crazy. They open up around 11 and close up around 2 o'clock in the morning. Because it's a big restaurant. It's got Chinese one side, it's got Japanese, and then it got bar. I mean, and the environment is actually pretty. I don't know, sad. There's a lot of customer. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of customer. It's just that you basically sleep and work.
Yeah.
7 days a week, and you work 6 days a week. You got one day off, Monday, and the rest of it just work. So you make good money, but that's just not my style. Because you at the restaurant, 10 in the morning all the way to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So I decide not to pursue that route. So and then we still keep contact, and then suddenly he show up in Michigan, asking me to drive with him to California.
Yeah. Okay.
So
then then you met. How did you like meet mom? Did you just run into her?
well, I went to visit. I went to visit, my cousin, and we were just sitting out front drinking some beer, and your grandpa and your mom happened to came out, and we start talking, and oh yeah, we're from Michigan, and it's like, oh yeah, we know each other. It just vaguely, they know each other, and and then your mom hit on me, or or we just, I don't know. I guess we just have something in common, and we start talking, and she was I think she was a senior at that time, and we just start talking, and I don't have a car, so I only go there once in a while, just back and forth, um, you know, back and forth, and we just get close. And on a weekend, I borrow Bakwang car, and my cousin, he have another cousin that came from Denmark, and then she's in the same age with your mom, and they both go to the same school. So on a weekend, I took them, both of them, down to Little Saigon to go eat chè and hang out and stuff like that, and we just get close. That's it. And then when I told her that I'm going back to Michigan, get ready to go to the Air Force, and she say, oh, she's kind of love me. And I told her, hey, I can't, because I'm going to be gone. And, I don't want any relationship, especially long distance relationship.
That's a heartbreaker.
I told her, say, hey, it's like all this time, it's nice, but I'm already signed 4-year contract,
Yeah.
with the Air Force, so I'm going to do that, if in the long term, if we still contact each other, then we'll see where it's gonna go.
Mhm.
So that's it.
So then you went to the Air Force, and then I think you said that you guys still kept like writing to each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you still have like any of those letters, or?
Maybe
Okay, maybe I gotta check those out.
not.
Yeah, I mean, I would think it'd be cool to see, just because I mean, I know like nothing about mom or like what she was thinking, or like I don't know who she was as a person, so uh,
Mm-hmm.
um, except from you, I guess. But yeah, um, so then you were in the Air Force, and then what were you like doing there? Were you I think you said you were training primarily, or what?
No, I got in as a electronic communication, so very very hard to get in, but I score really high,
Mhm.
on electronic uh, apparatus, testing. So I got into that program, and during basic training, uh, you know, just as I'm finished basic training, uh, the Gulf Gulf War started. The free Saudi Arabia, the first one
Mm.
before Iraq. So
Yeah.
started, and everything changed. Everything just changed. They don't know how long the war gonna be dragging on, and so they change uh, every trainee that I know of during my class. In my class, they change everyone to uh, MP, military police, or air base defense, and then they send us to air base defense training.
Mhm.
So no more electronic. It's gonna be guarding base and guarding missile, guarding whatever, right? Basically they turn you into a guard, and I mean, when you sign up, you basically uh, agree that you are uh, in the agreement is Air Force need come first. So you cannot say no. You cannot say no to the assignment.
Mhm.
So I went through the assignment, and got assigned to Office Air Force Base in Nebraska. You know, so I went there, and you know pull my duty and all that stuff, and it's like this is what I'm going to do after 4 years. Join the police academy, or it's just not what I want, and so I have to find a way out. I asked them, hey, can I change career? Can I go to college? Can I study? This is what you guys hire me for. Is electronic communication. And they say, oh, no, 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 your career has changed. You cannot go back. We already spent a lot of time and money investing in you to become a ME, military enforcer. Basically, it's the same as MP. you know
Mhm.
so they just like, nope, nope, you can't, unless you finish this 4 years, and then you can try to find another career, but most likely they're not going to do it. So I was like, that's not my life to just standing guard at the gate,
Yeah.
So I find a kind of like a loophole. Either you get dishonorable discharge or career discharge. Career discharge is mean you're not fit for that career, and you already give it a try. And so I pursue that that route. So
How does that work? Do you just tell them like,
no, basically you originally you sign up for something, and then you got your uh, career assignment changed by them,
yeah,
by the Air Force, and then the path for you to go back become a original career is difficult, and you want out, and they have to agree with that, because this is not you still have some choice in there, but you have to really expressing it, you really pursuing it, and then they will discharge you because they change the career, and then they will not give you the opportunity to go back and pursue your your original career. My original career is electronic communication, right?
mhm,
They switch it because they need military police, but in order for me to go back to, basically they have to resend me to school again, for electronic. So they will not do that. So I was like, okay, so if you don't do that, and discharge me, so they did a career discharge.
I see.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult. Not too many people um, can succeed in that, because they basically uh, say when you sign up directly from high school, you don't have a career, right? You haven't trained in anything yet.
Hmm.
But for me, I have that tiny little niche. I have over 60 unit of college in electronic. So that is my key to get out.
Yeah,
It's like, right now my career as an MP not related to to what I sign up for. So
I see.
that's that's the
Yeah.
key. Yeah.
So you use that to get out like
Yeah.
cleanly.
Cleanly. Yes. Yeah. So I'm discharged, but career discharge, not dishonorable discharge, or medical. There's a medical, but medical normally they discharge you.
Yeah.
Here I am quitting the Air Force. Very rare. So they have to give me that.
So you use you lawyered them. You use their terms against them.
Yeah. I mean, it's exactly what you said. I mean, I study. I look into it quite a bit before talk to my commanding officer, and they sent me to uh, the career evaluation. They went and sent me to I don't know, many level up interview before they agree. So
Hmm.
yeah.
That's crazy that there was no way kind of back, because I would think, that if you got into this difficult program, that they would see that you had, some sort of like
The skill.
potential, and then kind of like keep training you in that even after, and then I don't know, give you like a career in the military or something like that?
It doesn't work like that in the military. It's like so many layer of paperwork and bureaucracy. Let's put it that way, to turn around and put you into something else. You got to get approval. Well, I think the best scenario is you have to know somebody, or you have to write letter to congressman, you have to write letter to senator, and have them, kind of back you up. That's I went and talked to one of the sergeant that doing the basically my immediate supervisor or manager, or no, supervisor. And it's like, yeah, you gotta have people backing you up, telling, it's like you already have a career path. You already, into, spending a year in college for this and this, and and then maybe they consider, but most likely your career is set, unless just doing military police while you attending college, and then get out of after your 4 years, and then do pursue your career. But that's a long way. You're wasting another 3 years. So yeah, it's just a little twist that I found out that I can get out without dishonorable discharge. So
Mm. And then so you just went back to California after?
I went back. No, I went back to Michigan and finished my AS. And after that, your mom calling.
How does she know you're back? She
No, we communicate. We communicate. So from directly from the Air Force, I went back to Michigan and get my AS degree, and thinking of I'm going to go out to California to finish the 4-year degree, but didn't happen.
Did you like just not get into the schools you wanted, or you just look for jobs right away, or
Job, and then just need and need money, job, and stop paying rent, and
yeah,
dating, and life.
yeah. So then that's when you reconnected with mom, and
Yep.
and then you did like manage to find a job in electronics.
Yes. After I think like couple of company, I end up with a decent job. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, and then yeah, and then you got married shortly after.
No.
Or no?
Mom pregnant with you
So
before married.
wait, so did you guys ever actually get married?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And and then that's when we decide to get married, and
I see. What
so
was
you
like,
the tie.
yeah,
You the tie wrap.
yep. I was the cause.
Yeah, yes. It's a good cause. We just, I mean, just like any human being, not ready, and but to me, it's not. I nothing to shock me or anything like that. I mean, I'm mature. I prepare. It's just you know time to move on and time to do it. And there's no doubt or no question. I mean, if we don't have money, we're just still gonna do it in court, and without uh, going to fancy raw restaurant and stuff like that. But there's no hesitant in me. Little hesitant in mom because of her career. She just start college. Um, um, a little bit, and career just she's just not ready. Basically financially.
Yeah.
Me, I'm not ready financially, but we can manage around it. You know, um, you know, um, so it's happened in a good sense. It's happened in a bad sense that we are not, you know, ready financially, not married, you know. But tell you the truth is there's no holding back from me. I'm just like, okay, so move forward with it. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what. It's
Kind of like just that's what it is, and then figure it out.
yeah, exactly. I mean, you just have to take the responsibility into your hand and proceed. You mm, there's nothing to stopping me from that.
Mhm. Um. So wait. So was I born before you guys were married?
No, no. During that time, we during her pregnancy, is actually we went through the whole ordeal between church, restaurant, and everything else, and get married
Yeah.
before 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 it's shown. So because because no, because we are not shaming. It's just because the parent, they grandma and grandpas, that's still old tradition.
Yeah.
So in order to do, you know, uh, marriage in the church and for the blessing, you know, uh, it's difficult for in the priest situation and the parents. So
Mm,
yeah.
I see.
Mhm.
Um. Yeah. And then, so what was mom like? Like,
You mean in what? Like,
just like as a person, you said she wanted to become a nurse and had kind of her own career dreams and that sort of thing.
yeah, yeah. She start, just going regular college, and
Like a
uh,
community college or
yeah, community college.
uh
Uh, but pregnancy happened, and then she put it aside for 2 years. When I think she went back to um, uh, uh, what is that? The nurse, not nursing, but vocational school. Just want something quick, something she's working at like a front office, doctor office and stuff like that, and she liked that, and then it's decent pay, so she want to pursue the vocational career.
Mhm.
So she's went back to vocational nursing school, and got her certification. Uh, within, I don't know, like a year and a half, I think.
Mhm.
So, and when she finally got that certification, land a really, really, really good job with a really good company, and mm, and the accident happened. So
Mhm. Um, yeah, so then I guess so she just wanted, did she actually want to do like nursing, or did she have like plans to become like a doctor or like
no, she just want to be nurse. Yeah,
Mhm.
she's want to go 2 years and then apply for nursing school.
I see.
Yeah.
Did she also come from Vietnam, like as a refugee?
Yeah, really, really young. Yeah, I maybe 6 years, 7 years old, maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah, because
Uh,
her family came to Grand Rapids maybe in I would say 83, 84,
mhm.
and she was like a really, really young child. That's all I knew. You know, from they move out of state. I don't even know. Because they I don't I don't know the the family that well. I just know that they live in Grand Rapids for a while.
Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, and then what were her parents like? Uh, well, I guess they took care
Well,
of us, me and Paulina, right? Like at one point
yeah. I
after
mean,
prom.
Grandpa, he's a really educated guy. He's a teacher,
Uh,
but of I think he's a kind of like a military uh, teacher,
hmm,
some sort. So he got sent to prison, concentrate or re-educated program, a prison for many years, since 75, way past the day that the whole family escaped from Vietnam. So he's the last person. The family already in Grand Rapids, and he arrived later on.
hmm.
So he was in uh, concentration camp, education camp for a while. Yeah. So he's a uh, really mellow, decent guy. Um, I think grandma is she's the got some loose wire.
Mm,
You know, so history wise, I don't know. I did not know her condition until I met your mom. So you know, she's on medication, and then once sometime that I visit, my cousin and hang around with her with your mom, and I find out that sometimes she um, uh, what you call that turn violent.
mm,
Yeah, violent toward the husband, and
Mm.
sometimes the children is suffering between, but that's also the case with you guys too. So
So like, huh? Did she just have? Did anybody know like what was like
uh,
happening? Like, would she just?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I because I never asked, like really get into the history of her, but um, maybe stress at some point, depression. I heard she have depression sometime before, so that could be some of the ingredient. I don't know. Yeah.
So then so back to like mom, uh, how did she kind of knew that she was like
Hmm.
dying, right?
No, no, no.
No?
She knew that there is um, time that she have basically migraine, really, really bad migraine.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that sometimes she bad enough that she pass out.
Mm-hmm.
But just I guess she never like expressed it or told me about it. She just I knew after marry her that sometimes she have really bad migraine, but that's about it. I did not know why. Because sometimes she's study, and the migraine is so bad that she sometimes stay in bed for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there's people that with migraine that happen almost every day. So we thought it's just headache migraine. So
Yeah.
mhm. uh,
Um, Sorry, what are you gonna say?
no, I'm saying some. I think she wrote me in one of the letters some saying that she's um, like having really bad headache, but I just didn't pay attention or just like okay headache, just take Advil or whatever,
Yeah,
and yeah. So
yeah. Um, so then, th- so when she, I guess what was going on when it like got bad, or when she, like what was happening when, uh, or how did you know, or how did both of you know that it was like bad, like that?
not really. There is no sign. There's no sign for oh, Paulina signaling me eating. We will zoom so Philip can join in. Let me finish the little bit first. Basically, when she finished that uh, vocational nursing, she landed a very, very good good job.
Mhm.
She start working or she start training at their facility. We still live in Lake Forest.
Mhm.
The old house down there. So she got a job, kind of down that way,
Mhm.
and start their company training, and and she driving a old Honda. So we decide to buy her a new vehicle, and she want a truck. You know, she's a rebel. You know.
Yeah.
So she want a truck, and mom, I mean, we just got that house not too long ago, so we want a little mini truck so we can buying hauling stuff. So I went after work. I went to credit union, and before that, I went to credit union, you know, and signed the paperwork. And after work, she's gonna drive up the freeway uh, from Lake Forest to sign the paperwork with me at the bank in Fountain Valley. So yeah, so you know, she driving up. We both pick out the color, sign the paperwork, you know, everything, and you know, finish everything normal, and you know, we start driving home, and you know, the traffic was so bad on 405. So you know, I told her to, okay, let's take the surface road through Irvine. You know, so I lead. You know, I drove my old Toyota truck in front of her, and you know, at Red Hill and MacArthur light, she drive up and hit me really hard in the back of the truck. You know, just bam, hit me. So I went back, and I kind of, you know, angry, and I kind of yell at her. You know, it's like, why don't you pay attention, and you know, and look where you're going. And you know, she's like, no, I just, you know, kind of feel dizzy. And I was like, okay, be careful, you know, just follow me home. So you know, we just went home normally, and it's like, you know, I'm gonna take a rest, and you know, she lay down and you know, in the bedroom. So I went out and cooking, you know, and then she woke up and eat some I think it's porridge. Yeah, I cooked some porridge because she said she didn't feel very well, so I cooked some porridge, and she ate a little bit, and then she went back to sleep. And her and Paulina sleep in the master bedroom, and you and me was in another bedroom, uh, you know, and then maybe around 10:30, 11 o'clock, I just hear like very strong movement, you know, kind of like tossing. So I went in, and you know, and calling her, and she's kind of, you know, kind of throw up. So I clean up and calling her, and she doesn't respond. And I yell up and tell grandpa to come down to
lunch, dinner.
call 911.
See.
Where do we
Well, we were talking about, like, we were about to talk about what we were just finishing. You were saying that mom had just got the new truck, and then
oh yeah
we're driving home.
the new job and new truck after she graduated from vocational nursing. Yeah, so you know, I think I was talking about she woke up, go eat some porridge, And then I went back to bed, and like around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I her struggling in her bedroom, and I went inside, and she already passed out. She throw up a little bit, but she's already passed out, and I call her name, try to get her to wake up. No response. Shake. I mean, I did not know what's going on. I shook her to see if she come out of it, and no response. So I call up to your grandpa and grandma, and your one of the um, brother-in-laws, and he called 911, and they just came over within few minutes, and and start asking questions, just routine stuff. So they don't know why she's not respond. She's still breathing and stuff, but they're not responding. Not her eye was roll into her eye socket, roll up, but she's just not responding. So they took her to a nearby hospital, and did some testing, some X-ray, and finally the doctor came out and say she have a aneurysm, and the size of her, it's already erupt, not like it's bulging out, but it's already break the blood vessel in her left brain, left side of her brain. So the 50-50 chance that she's I mean, they don't know. They just say that they have to drill her skull to relieve the pressure. That's just a routine to see if releasing the pressure will help her to recover. To see if she's responds, and just telling me, a doctor telling me, like, prepare for the worst. So so they did they drill a hole in the skull, and relieve the blood pressure and all that stuff, and the next day he's just like, she's still not responding. I think her brain is already damaged too far. The next option is basically cut the skull, cut the top part of the skull, and basically try to get all the bruised brain matter out. That might give you maybe 5%. She's right now, they already declare her brain death, and so I decide to tell them to go ahead and perform that procedure. So they bring in the neurosurgeon specialist, and did the surgery, and couple days, and maybe 2 days, no response. They try everything that they could. they could not revise her, so she's on the ventilator. And on the maybe the 4th or 5th day, her organs start to fail. This sign of other organs start to fail, because even though the blood is pumping through, but it's just blood pumping through, the organ is not responding, it's not working.
Yeah, you need the brain for that.
Yeah. So just slowly, I think in the beginning there's a little bit of hope, that the doctors say there's a little bit of hope that her brain will, whatever left of her brain will take over, but it did not happen. It did not take control. So that's why the organ just starts failing. And just backtrack a little bit, just like 2 days, maybe 2 or 3 days before that, me and your mom was in bed, and she's talking about her job, and she's talking about how many people is on dialysis.
Mhm.
The liver is gone or fail. And going, she's seeing those people going in and have blood transfusion, like couple days a week, and it's really painful, really bad. Like they practically run out of place to put the needle in. That's because it's so bruised, and so the scar, they cannot go into the scar. So very, very, really sad story. And she worked at this place, and they do a lot of different chemo treatment, all kinds of treatment. So she was telling me, it's like, if she's ever anything happened to her, she wants to donate all her organs, to help out as many people as she can.
Mm-hmm.
And now, here I am facing the the dilemma of doing that. And so I'm talking to the brain surgeon. It's like, okay, so how long can I extend it before all the organs deteriorate to the point that is no usable? He said within a day or so, because it's already been 3 days, or so no sign of the body taking over. Okay, so I went back and talked to the family, and this 50-50 want to extend it, and it's just like very, very, very dramatic.
Yeah. Who was there? Was it?
Well, mostly grandma and grandpa, her sister, her brother, and then some of the relatives, just came over, but they mostly they are just like we don't believe in organ donor, blah blah blah, and I don't take their advice. So, but mostly the family and your grandpa and your her sister, just like, hey, you guys agree on something, then you should honor it. And so I was like, okay. And I went back to the hospital, and I told the hospital, the staff there is like, okay, if you unplug the machine, and if her body taking over or any sign of life, then I want to keep keep her going. But if unplugging the ventilator and the breather, and her brain just collapsed, then immediately remove all the organ, because I mean that's what your mom want. That's what we agree on. She would do the same thing with me. So so I was there when they unplugged, and they performed different tests, different protocol, and no response, nothing. I mean, it's just flat line. As soon as I unplug, it's flat line. And she's already basically brain death since the day that they took her to the hospital. So yeah, so that's part of her life. And so all the organs basically go immediately to seven recipient. And she's safe from 7 years old all the way to like 70 years old person. So 7 recipient got her parts. I don't know who they are. I don't, this is all, just part of her giving back to society. So that's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So before you made the decision to unplug, you had already in your mind kind of knew what to do, because it sounds like that's what mom wanted.
Well, talking with each other is one thing, but when you start doing it in your stomach, you feel very, very sick. It's I mean, it's I drove to I think it's a cemetery park, and sat there for many hours, just like, I mean, just to figure out what, if I'm doing it right, if even though this is part of the agreement, but are they honor, are they, the hospital, are they telling me the truth? I mean, you hear, people laying in a coma for many years and wake up, and you hear a story of people having brain damage in a car accident, and what I mean, it's just tossing you inside, very, very, very disturbing. So and as at the end, I just feel like my last hope is, if we unplug, just like we talked about it, if we unplug, and if the body responds, then then we can live with that, but on the other hand, it's like, if I'm not fulfilling her wish and let her organs go to waste because she's still young, uh, it's just not it doesn't feel good either. So let's put it that way. Yeah. So we talk about it, but I mean, when it's actually time to do it, of course, I'm scared. I don't want to to do the wrong thing. I mean, you guys is like, 1 years old and 2 years old. I don't want to, tell the story to you guys that I actually mistakenly unplugged your mom and kill her. I mean, uh, till today, I mean, I'm talking about it, but I still feel that she's happy. But to me, I would say there is some guilt that I still feel. I mean, it's you just don't know for sure because you're not. I mean, the doctors say that you did the right thing. You did. You making the right decision. Blah blah blah. But I mean, this is you talking about a human life and the consequence later. I have to deal with to tell you guy about it. So is it easy? No, it's not easy. Um, am, just don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sounds like it it's always hard to I can only imagine that it's really hard in that situation. Just you never really know. And then that's something you just have to live with either I guess either way. Did you did you ever feel like there was like just a chance or uh did you just kind of feel that it was gonna go the other way?
No, well, I mean, in your mind, you always put uh, um, yourself on the positive side. It's like yes, there is a chance, and if the doctor said okay, it's just like totally 100%, no chance of success. He didn't say that. You know, any doctor, I don't think they they don't want to play God. It's like, hey, that person, as soon as you unplug it, you're gonna die. No, they're not gonna give you that uh uh you know uh, light at the end of tunnel kind of thing. Even normal surgery, even the last surgery that I have, am I uh come out normal, or am I gonna be crippled? Am I gonna get rid of all the pain? No, they all can only give you, okay, this is how many cases that I experience in my experience. So there is a slight chance that she will awake, but she could be a vegetation state for many, many, many years. So are you, if you are accepting that, then we will perform the procedure, because brain surgery, to take out all the blood and the damaged area, you don't know what already been done. Well, you don't know what damage, what area is your mobility, your thought, even your memory, what happened, your skill. So all of that is is a in a gray area that doctor cannot say for sure, 100% or 90% that she gonna come out be normal. No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So um, it's it's very gray period. I mean, gray time that I don't know what what to do. I mean, I'm looking at you guy, and I was like, I wish there is something that I can do, and if she just laying there for many years when you guys grow up, then what the benefit, and what's the chance? She wouldn't like that. Your mom, she's too active, too she doesn't like to be cared for. I mean, like just laying there like a vegetation state for many years, and so she's rather die. So that's what she told me. It's like she's working with very, very illness people, and a lot of times she's telling me is she's going in there, the best thing she can do is pray with them to have somehow that they can go peacefully. I mean, that's what she wants. So um mm, just the way she is.
Yeah. But when you met her, was she always sort of like, I don't know, had that outlook or like perspective on life to?
Well, she reflect on a lot of harsher life, because I think her mom, she's not very stable. So some days she's normal, some days she's not, the grandma. So she lived with a person like that. Not maybe a lot, but some influence got to her, and sometimes she know that she have uh, uh, I mean, in Vietnam they always call seizure. They just lumped it together as a seizure. Sometimes you just like in pain so much that she's shaking. It's like violently, because maybe because stressed from school or something that causing the blood vessel to expand. And she's passed out. So, but I mean that's I guess she's just live with it, I guess.
Mhm.
So.
um hmm. So then like after you made that decision, uh what were you kind of like feeling in like the week after or the days after?
Well, I after I made that decision, I blocked everything out. Basically, uh, uh, all the negative comments or whatever that other people think. I'm just blocking it out. This is what she wants, and she's saving other people's life. Uh, that's all I care about. And we just, basically, I made that decision and move on. I'm not looking back. To me, I think she's happy, and at one point, uh, you and Paulina actually saw her after she's dead already. This is you guys came in and telling us that you saw your mom basically like an angel flying up. That's, I mean, that's you guys word when you was like 3 years old, 2 years old. That's what you told me, even at the old house. you guys just go outside the front, and play outside, and then you came in and you say you just saw your mom smiling at you and flying up. So I was like, I think in some sense, she's happy. She's happy that that she's be able to help other instead of just laying there in vegetation state for many years. Who knows how long, so that's exactly how she wanted. That's exactly, we was talking about it. So I'm just move on with life.
Mm-hmm. So then it was just us then, like me, Paulina, and you. But did you also have like other people to like help you too, or?
Yes. So we live with we just bought that house. I mean, your mom just bought that house, down in Lake Forest. Maybe I would say 2 months, and then your mom passed away. Mm-hmm. We just finished, moving in, unbox and settle in, and your grandpa and grandma came and lived with us, because your mom was just in school, just finished school, so I need some help with mortgage, and so they live with me. They live with us, and after that they stay live with us, babysit you guys, because I have to go to work. Mm-hmm. And so just six of us live in that house, and one of the uncle, he's in and out. He's not like 100% live there, but he's in and out the house. So.
Okay, I think that's sort of the, I guess, end of that. Mm-hmm. Do you have anything else you want to add or say to that?
No. Just give. I know you guys have the newer generation, so if by any chance put on your driver license, that if in case something happened, I would highly recommend donate, helping, just like your mom. I mean, there's always a need for organs donor, recipient, always waiting. She's, even though her bodily, whole body is not here, but you know that she's still alive, in other people. Her eyes is cornea is helping people, her heart, her lung, her kidney, her liver, basically 7 people still carrying her around. So you guys should be really, really proud of her. To me, I'm if something like that ever happen again, I'm not hesitate to, do the same thing, making the decision that, our life is, is, if it's go down to the ground, it just disintegrated, nothing. You will not have anything left. But to your mom, I think that's a greater gift to life itself. So, that's my thought about her, and you guys should be really, really proud of her, knowing that's, hey, you're still looking at her somewhere in the crowd, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking it'd be crazy if like one day, you just recognize those eyes somewhere and it's just like, oh, like, like
I
kind of
I
like a
don't
movie,
I don't think it's that gonna be that obvious, but
I know it's
hey,
not, but it'd be like,
yeah.
you just see the sign and you just feel it,
Hey, wouldn't it be some stranger walking up to you and say, "Hey, son,"
Yeah,
right?
that would be strange.
Yeah, you never know, So when I'm saying that, she's still around watching you guys, I mean, not part of your life, but I think she's still part of your life, and I think just be proud of her, just be proud of her, and even though she's not around to take care of you guys, I think she still managed to help you guys in many other way,